So the final question, you have to use the quadratic formula to solve this equation here. So we've got 3x minus 2 all squared is equal to x plus 1, x plus 2. And to use the quadratic formula, we need everything to be on one side and we need it to be equal to 0. So in order to rearrange this to be equal to 0, we're going to have to start by expanding these brackets. So we know that this is the same as 3x minus 2 times by itself because it's being squared. So 3x minus 2 times 3x minus 2. And that's going to be equal to, I'm going to expand out this bracket, so I've got x squared plus 2x plus x plus 2. Okay, so now I'm going to expand the brackets on this side. So I have 9x squared minus 6x minus 6x plus 4, because two negatives multiply together to give a positive, and that's equal to x squared. I'm going to collect together my two x's that I've got. So, well, 2x plus x is going to give me 3x. And I've still got plus 2. Okay, now I'm going to tidy this side up. So I have 9x squared. If I have minus 6x and another minus 6x, it's going to be minus 12x plus 4 is equal to x squared plus 3x plus 2. And now I want it to be equal to 0, so I need to either take all this to this side or take all of this to this side. So I think I'm going to take this to this side so I don't end up with negative x squared. So I'm going to start by taking x squared from both sides, which is going to leave me with 8x squared minus 12x plus 4 is equal to 3x plus 2. And now I want to take 3x from both sides, which gives me 8x squared minus 15x plus 4 is equal to 2. And then I'm going to take 2 off both sides, which gives me 8x squared minus 15x plus 2 is equal to 0. So we're using the quadratic formula, so we need to know what a, b and c are. So a is equal to 8 because it's next to the x squared. B is equal to minus 15. It's really important that minus is attached to the 15. So that's minus 15. And c is equal to 2. And we're using the quadratic formula, which, if you've forgotten, is in the formula booklet. So you have minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So we're substituting in. So we have to substitute in twice. So I've got a. So I'm starting with minus b. So I have minus, and I'm just going to put it all in brackets because it just means that you can't really go wrong. So you've got minus of minus 15. And I'm going to do plus the square root of b squared, which is minus 15 squared, minus 4 times by a, which is 8, times by c, which is 2, all over 2 multiplied by a, which is 8. So that's going to give me, you can do it in steps if you want, so that's plus or minus. We can do minus 15 is just going to be 15, plus or minus the square root of, we can work out each of these little bits individually. So if we've got minus 15 squared, that's going to be 225. Take away, we've got 2 times 4 is 8, times by 8 is 64, over 2 times 8, which is 16. We can carry on simplifying it down, so you've got 15 plus or minus the square root of 225 minus 64, which is 161 over 16. And now you can type them both into the calculator. So you can do 15 plus the square root of 161 over 16, which is going to tell us x is equal to 1.73. We've been asked in 2 decimal places, and then you can change that for a minus, which would mean x is equal to 0.14 to 2 decimal places. So these are the 2 solutions for x.